Okay, did the sprinkler on the last one. Now you're doing the T-Rex.
The dinosaur, yes.
or is it the praying mantis?
It could be either. The praying mantis would be like,
yeah, that's been a running joke for years. In college I did for zoology. I raised some praying mantis eggs to document their behaviors. It's really funny because they're just sort of like when they see movement, they kind of freeze and they turn their head and they're like, ugh. And we used to do that with each other because we shared a room at mom and dad's house. And oh shit, the praying mantis is looking at me.
yes.
They swap their prey once to make it move, and if it moves, they snag it and eat it. Kind of funny that way.
Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm Gary.
And I'm David. And random insect facts that you get on this show that you don't hear on any other tarot channel.
Clearly not. You come here for only the real pertinent and important stuff.
Exactly. Cut right to the things that matter in society. During the day after the Trump ambulance event, or non-event, or whatever that event was.
Yeah, whatever that was.
And Trump got his Man of the Century award from the Moms of Liberty. Apparently also met with the head of NATO. And folks are kind of curious, well, what did they talk about? So we just did a reading on Trump and Putin, which will be going up on Sunday. Well, yesterday, as you watch this one. Saturday. And then this one will be the Sunday video, which it's Sunday now as you watch this. We record this on Friday.
Yes.
The question is, what did they talk about? And also, what's Trump's relationship with Zelensky?
Yep.
We're looking at Putin. It looks like Putin's going to put the screws to Trump because this is going to be his last hurrah. Putin's life force isn't long for this world, so he's going to do whatever he can to make the remaining weeks or months of his life count and cause as much mayhem as possible. So let's take a look and see what the energy is around the NATO's visiting of Trump at Mar-a-Lago, and then follow up to see where Trump is sitting with Zelensky. Do you want to do NATO or do you want to do Trump and Zelensky?
I'll do Zelensky.
Okay. So this will be for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
Gary was also saying that people were asking about the stones that I have on here. So we're going to go with a black obsidian point, snowflake obsidian, a tumbled amethyst. This is quartz with rutiles, black tourmaline rutiles, carnelian, prehnite, sodalite, rose quartz, and basically schorl, which is another form of black tourmaline.
There you go.
Okay. Entertainment purpose only. Let's see what we've got going on here. Foundation of the reading is
make your screen bigger.
The star card. And for people who can't see, the star card.
Yay!
So when talking about NATO visiting with Trump, it's like, okay, here's the next president. We're gonna have to work with you. And I think this is just kind of like the trying to get commitments that he's going to work with NATO as opposed to pull the U.S. out of NATO. So it's the schmooze fest here. Putin saying how intelligent Trump is. It's going to be more of the same. You got to treat this guy like he's a star. Whether it's to pull the wolves over, it's kind of NATO's like, I can't believe we're going to have to do this. You know what it also is that they're going to promise that they're going to pay more of they'll pay more of the NATO dues. It's a money thing. They realize that they have to attack Trump on his key criticism of NATO, which is other countries aren't paying enough of their thing. So I think they're going to try and either prove to him they're paying enough or cook the books to make it look like they're paying their fair share. In the past, Eight of Cups, Trump threatening to remove the United States from NATO. Current situation is NATO is sort of like, no, we got to deal with this. Some people are asking if NATO is aware if there's election interference. It's possible. Five Eyes probably knows more than NATO does. I suspect folks in NATO understand probably stuff that's gone on. But right now, you got to deal with, you got the Biden administration and the Trump administration. They're very different in how you're going to negotiate that. So he came out to kiss the ring because it's the United States, and that's just what you're going to have to do. You know, Putin kisses Trump's butt, they're going to have to kiss Trump's butt. The lesson we learned is the King of Cups. Yeah, you know, Biden brought the U.S. and NATO closer together. NATO's seen how much different it's going to be under Trump. They probably lament the fact that that Biden is not going to be there. Biden is asking for Congress to approve more funding for Ukraine, but you know, it's kind of like they have to deal with the man baby in the room, and they have to be the bigger person for it because of judgment. Trump is going to make a bunch of noise as the angel plays the trumpet, and he's going to make, you know, it's funny. Trump always makes his allies dance. You know, dance for me. I'm in charge. I'm gonna play the horn, and you got to do what I say because I'm the biggest. You know, I'm the biggest fish in the pond, type of thing. So I think they will acquiesce to him, but it may not be sincere. They understand that he's the big dog in the room, and they're just going to have to kiss his butt. You're dealing with the toddler in chief again. Mm. They dealt with him for 4 years. They know what they're up against. They're probably a little better prepared this time. I know when the election was called for Trump, that Macron met with the Prime Minister of Germany to discuss, you know, their path forward. So they've been strategizing behind the scenes because they know what a Trump presidency is going to be. Macron tried to befriend Trump and, you know, be that alpha male that Trump would respect and such. But, you know, I'm not excited, but okay, you know, they understand the assignment.
Yeah. All right. So should we talk about Zelensky, or should we talk about what did NATO mention in the meeting prior to the ambulance situation or after the ambulance situation?
Yeah. What do you want to read on? If you want to read on Zelensky.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's that relationship looking? So, you know, Trump and Putin's relationship is kind of it's a bit strained right now.
Yeah. Again, Putin doesn't have long to live, so he's going to push the envelope because Putin has nothing to lose. You know, the war is not going well, but when you help Donald Trump get elected, you hold all sorts of power over him.
Yep.
So, you know, if he can't get, you know, and Trump will acquiesce. Is that the word I'm looking for? He's going to give in.
Yeah.
Acquiesce to Putin's demands. It's just how demanding is Putin going to be? That's the real question. But let's look at Zelensky here.
Yeah, how's Zelensky's relationship with good old Donald? And so now on my table, I've got azurite on malachite.
Yes.
I've got the tiger eye.
Nope.
Obsidian,
rainbow obsidian. You can't see the rainbow in there, but there's a rainbow in there.
It is there. And then I've got the rough black tourmaline.
Yes. Very rough.
I love the rainbow obsidian. I really like. That's my favorite stone, even if I don't remember its name all the time. Okay. So what is the relationship between Zelensky and Trump? Happy days. We're just one big happy family now.
Yeah.
I think what I find interesting is Trump's relationship with Putin is strained, and you know that Trump and Musk have both been talking to Putin through back channels.
Right.
And right after some of these conversations that came to light, Putin started putting out pictures of Melania, thinly veiled threats to Trump and his and things that were happening behind the scenes. I think right now Zelensky has figured out Donald. Remember, Zelensky is an actor. He's a comedian and he's an actor. He knows how to act. And right now, everything's grand between Zelensky and Trump. Right now, Trump, and I had this in my last reading with Trump and Putin. Yeah. That was the outcome. The challenge is Trump is trying to balance that relationship between Russia and Ukraine. Of course, he wants both people to adore him. But I think right now that's his challenges. He is starting to understand Zelensky, and Zelensky's kind of the new shiny object that's caught his attention. And Putin's kind of the old shiny object that I'm not as interested anymore. And I think what it is and underneath it you've got the nine of cups. I think what it is, and we've talked about this, is Zelensky is kind of getting Trump to look past tomorrow and say, when this war is over and we need to rebuild.
Yep.
There's a great opportunity to, really create some jobs and some wealth here. And maybe a Trump resort in Ukraine would be a good thing. So he's showing Trump that hopes, wishes, and dreams can be fulfilled if you support Ukraine and get this war over with.
Do you look at that two of coins? And he's like, Donald trying to double deal.
It's entirely possible. I just get balance. He's trying. It's maybe not double dealing, but he's trying to play both sides. Yeah. And maybe I don't know if that's considered double dealing. But
double dealing. Well, if he could rebuild, make Donald grad in Kiev, and make a bunch of money on that, and then also prevent Putin from exposing. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, I think right now he's like I said. I think that Zelensky's the shiny object, and Zelensky's given him the shiny object to focus on. All the money he can make rebuilding Ukraine. Yep. In the past, and this is interesting, that was the foundation of the reading with Putin. In the past is the Knight of Pentacles, where sitting back and watching and observing. In the past, Putin's been sitting in the back there, holding information over Trump, holding some things of value, and he's trying to see how Trump is going to react with his relationship with Zelensky. Current energy, Queen of Swords. That was was that your outcome card? Yeah. It was your outcome card. Queen of Swords. It's kind of that the truth will come out. It's Mother Russia might just go ahead and put what the truth is with this relationship, or Trump is starting to understand. I think that's what it is. Putin's starting to understand what that relationship is with Zelensky, and he's not happy about it. I know you're going to jump in. Overarching energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, we can make Ukraine beautiful again. Donald, you and me together. Mm-hmm. We can restore the beauty to Ukraine, and everyone can see how beautiful it is, and you can make a lot of money doing it. Or the United States can make a lot of money doing it. Trump's good either way, really. More for him, but the lesson to be learned is the Knight of Wands. Right now, Ukraine they're tired. They've been in the battles. Trump's been in the battles. They both understand what it's like to be under siege, as it were. This could also be Trump's health too. Is Zelensky's realizing that he might have easier sway over Trump than he has over J.D. Vance. So, and he knows Trump's weary. So if he can press the issue now, he might be able to get those concessions to get this war over. Outcome. Knight of Cups. He's making that offer. This is what I can do for you. What do you think? So I think they've got a good relationship. Zelensky's figured out, and he's figured out the secret sauce, which is basically show Trump all the things of value he get from ending this war in Ukraine's favor. Because if it ends in Ukraine's favor, there's lots of things that we can give back. So what do you think, Trumpy? Look, here's my offer. I think Zelensky's figured it out.
When I've read on Zelensky visiting with Trump prior to the election, that's kind of what I got. It's like, he's telling him about all the opportunities of the rebuilding and all the money that can be made rebuilding Ukraine, and the money that's going to come in from the rest of the world. And look at all these opportunities. And it's going to be that reiteration of all the money-making opportunities. Now, Trump, currently with this Truth Social stock, Trump's a billionaire. He finally made it. He could probably sell off his Truth Social stock, or trade off his debt for Truth Social stock or something along those lines, and finally be debt-free. Not that he ever would, but yeah, he just played to Donald's greed. Just play to his greed. Yeah. And Trump's weighing it. It's like, who's going to give me the better deal? And can I get both deals?
Yeah.
What were we looking at here?
NATO and Zelensky.
What was the question?
Oh, the first reading was on NATO. The second was on.
Well, no, we were talking about other things we could read on during this, and now I forgot what they were.
Oh, well, you expect me to remember?
Yeah, I was hoping.
we can always put pause and discuss it offline, as opposed to boring the viewers with our inane babbling.
Sure.
And we're back.
One pause later. So let's just find out. What's Trump going to do? He's got Putin putting the screws to him. He's got Zelensky promising him all sorts of financial opportunities, and NATO trying to make nice and praise him. What's Trump going to do with all this? All these people tugging at his heartstrings, wanting to be part of his special guy. How's Trump going to handle? I already see that one. He's going to go where the money is. How's Trump going to handle this situation? The world card. Bringing things to a close, or international? Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Messaging on actions, messaging on money. But this
that's like bringing the war to an end.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe they all come together on that one. Let's just bring it all the way across. There's the contemplation, the best deal that he's got, the emperor making a decision, or decisions being made for him. Oh God. Overarching energy is the Ten of Swords, fighting from advantage. King of Swords. Go from the Queen of Swords to the King of Swords, Gary.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's something's coming to an end here. I mean, you got two hard cards saying that there's no more damage that can be done. Oh, interesting. If here's a thought. I mean, not that this belongs in the reading, but what if Putin had his health event first? Then he would be very capable of ending this war quickly, because the oligarchs don't want it anymore.
Exactly.
The only one who wants it is Putin. But I don't see, is that the overarching? Is that Ten of Swords?
Yeah, I don't know if that's it though. I think Putin wants this war to end.
Sure.
It would almost be like Trump calling for peace talks between NATO and Russia, or between Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah.
It's like he wants to bring the peace talks there. He's like, but
I'm the United States.
What's he going to do? I don't know, man. He's got it.
There's a creative solution in there somewhere. And we're back.
And now we're back. So I had to pause here to sort of think this thing through. I think in the end of the day is that Trump doesn't really know what he's doing. He's gonna send some messaging and stuff, but ultimately I think it's Putin that's making the call here to call for peace talks or something along those lines. While Trump is vacillating between helping Putin and helping Zelensky, I think Putin comes in and says that he's basically going to end Trump's thing if the fighting isn't stopped. It's the King of Swords is kind of like that Queen of Swords we had in the other reading with Putin. That Putin's calling the shots here through Trump. So Trump might demand that maybe NATO demands a ceasefire or something along those lines, and negotiations beginning. I think what will happen here is that Trump's gonna want a ceasefire or something and have negotiations. I'm putting the cards back in. Have negotiations, but it's really Putin that's telling him that there has to be a ceasefire, or else cessation to hostilities, no more fighting. We're going into winter, and that's the other thing. We're going into winter, so fighting is going to slow down and stop anyways as the harsh Ukrainian winter kicks in.
Yeah.
So time for folks to dig in and hold their ground.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure on that one. I'm lost with that.
Yeah.
But that could very well be is that they talk about a ceasefire and start negotiating between Ukraine and Russia while Russia's digging into positions to stop any offensives that are coming in. You don't have as much anything new to add on that one either.
Yeah, I wonder if the Emperor's NATO coming in and saying it's time to end this nonsense. Because
if NATO really wanted Ukraine to win, they'd have been pushing real hard. It's almost like they've been wanting Ukraine to hold Russia at bay and grind them down to weaken Russia overall.
Yeah, but Putin's also changed the Russian terminology of what it is an invasion or an attack on Russia.
Yeah, but to get rid of the Nazis in charge of Kiev, right?
Yeah. Well, but like if you send a missile deep into the heart of Russia and you supply the missile, you are now a target of Russia as well. So, I mean, because Russia needs to open that war on a couple more fronts because they just simply are doing so well on the
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where that's going. Libby, help! But we'll see. It may become really apparent real soon what that means.
Well, part of it, that's why Russia launched that new version of their ICBM to say, hey, we can launch these and you can't stop them. This one didn't have a nuclear payload, but who knows what the next one's going to have in it. It just that it's kind of the ratchet. There's a ratcheting up, and maybe there's going to be a ratcheting down, as it were. At least as the winter comes, there'll be talking going on.
Yeah, the King of Swords is a curious card. We'll have to see what that.
Somebody's forcing the issue.
Exactly. We just don't know who that is yet.
Yeah, and that somebody's not Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not a King of Swords kind of guy.
No. Someone who has some real authority and sway is going
to
and make this stop.
All right, I'm punting on this reading because I don't know where to go with it. I'm a little bit lost. Maybe as Cash Peters would say, this will probably make more sense in hindsight.
Yes, exactly.
Should we ever remember about this reading in hindsight?
And if you were fans of Car Talk with Click and Clack, you just saw our version of Stump the Chump.
All right, we'll end it here. Sorry, everyone. Not really like a more definitive answer, but I know how to interpret that.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it informative.
If you like it, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you really like this nonsense and want to be woken up at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time every day. We put a new video out every day. Leave a comment. I read them all and I respond to many. And we offer you, for entertainment purposes only, the secret card. Today's secret card. is the Seven of Pentacles. What things of value do we have that we've harvested, and things in the future that we have?
Or you reap what you sow. Yeah,
That's what it is.
Find out. It's all about finding out. I will catch you on the next video. Take care.
Bye.
No!